Chris, what is today's topic number 2?
Topic number 2 comes from Jake. Hey, John, or in this case, hey, Rob. Did you see that Francis Ford Coppola finally has assembled some of the cast for his new movie, Megalopolis? The movie sounds really interesting. What are your thoughts?
Well, okay. First of all, I have to tell you, Francis Ford Coppola is one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. The Godfather, of course, he won an Academy Award for writing Patton. He, of course, made Apocalypse Now, which I can watch over and over and over again. I'm even a huge fan of Godfather Part 3.
Whoa.
He made things like the Rainmaker, which is a great Matt Damon, Mickey Rourke movie.
Such a good movie.
Of course, he made the S.E. Hinton double shot of Outsiders and Rumblefish, which I love. One from the Heart. It's one of my favorite filmmakers. He's been talking about making this movie for a very long time. And he's in his 80s now, and he has decided to do, even though he's done this before in his life, the one thing you're not supposed to do in Hollywood, which is invest your own money. He's going to spend his own money to make this dream project that he's worked on for a long time, developing the script, Megalopolis. And apparently the budget is around the $120 million range. And of course, while he's one of the most revered filmmakers we have working today, he's also made a lot of money with his wines.
Yeah.
And the Coppola wines, I really love his wines, and I probably like them more than I should, but they're quite good. I am very excited about this movie, and this comes to us from our friends at Screen Rant. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Megalopolis has cast Adam Driver, Natalie Emanuel, Lawrence Fishburne, who, by the way, he gave his first job to. Coppola had Lawrence Fishburne work for him when he was still named Larry, when he was 14 years old.
Oh, dang.
In his first role in Apocalypse Now. And Forrest Whitaker, set in modern-day New York, but told like a grand epic similar to Ben-Hur, Coppola is self-financing Megalopolis, which reportedly has a budget that ranges from $100 to $120 million. Coppola has sold his winery to help fund the film.
Wow.
I guess I didn't know that. That's sad for me. And at the time, was looking at stars like Oscar Isaac, Zendaya, and Cate Blanchett. Most recently, Robert Duvall, who has starred in 4 of Coppola's films, said Christian Bale was being considered for the lead role. Now, let me ask you both. Hearing all of this, is Megalopolis something that you find yourself interested in perhaps seeing?
What is it about? I'm really excited about the casting. I love Adam Driver. He's the only thing I liked in House of Gucci, because he was in a very different movie than everyone else in that film. Everyone was in their own movie, and Adam Driver committed to one that I was like, that's the movie I want to watch.
I liked House of Gucci, but you're right. Look, I think that they should make a spin-off movie with Jared Leto's character just wandering around the world talking like he talks to anyone who will listen.
I love that. I'd watch it. But I think the Adam Driver makes everything great. So what do you think?
I'm just saying, like, this if this is his backup cast from his initial choices, I mean, man, he's starting at the top of the list. Christian Bale was supposed to be the lead of this, and now it's just Adam Driver. It's not downgrade at all. It's pretty much right there still. So but after watching The Godfather, I think I'm down for this movie. It sounds like there's a guy. I guess the story is a guy's trying to rebuild New York,
right?
Like a utopia in New York or something like that.
After some kind of a disaster.
Oh,
so it might have a sci-fi bent to it.
That's interesting.
My question, Rob, is, like all of his. Well, I've only seen The Godfather. Is he an effects heavy guy, like a CGI?
You mean Coppola?
Yeah.
No, I mean, as a matter of fact. I'm always banging on about verisimilitude. I think that one of the great scenes in any motion picture ever is the helicopter attack on the beach in Apocalypse Now. There's no CG in it at all. It's all practical. They use the Philippine Air Force's helicopters, and it's an incredible feat. You watch that sequence. You could never do that today. You could never get the insurance to do it. They would do it with CG. You would never have that visceral impact.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think he might do with this movie, knowing the story behind it. Like, do you think he's going to go more practical, or?
I think that anything that's dealing with some kind of a disaster in New York or rebuilding a city, they're going to have to use CG. I mean, it's interesting if you look at his movie One from the Heart. They had all of these great miniatures of Las Vegas with neon signs, and it worked because it was very stylized. Which, by the way, where is that 4K or Blu-ray disc? Do you know? I didn't think so. But hey, I'd love to get it. But yeah, I think that they're going to rely on because, Coppola was friends with George Lucas. One of the reasons he took The Godfather was because of George Lucas saying, "Look, Francis, we need money to keep American Zoetrope going." So, I think he would have access to the very best effects.
I also got to say, I admire him for actually going all in on what he's been wanting to do for a long time. Not a lot of people want to take that risk. I guess he can. He has a lot of money, but even small risks. You know what I mean? To like get, you be happy. So
well, I mean, again, he joins the pantheon of filmmakers like Ridley Scott and now Clint Eastwood's in his 90s. Cry Macho, he made it when he was 91, and now Coppola's in his 80s. Ridley Scott's in his 80s. These guys are not. Woody Allen is still making movies in his 80s. Nobody. These men they stand as a testament to you don't have to give up.
I love when you mention Ridley Scott. I always get a smile on my face because he is the director of my favorite movie of all time, The Martian.
What a great film. By the way, do you know what next month is?
What?
The 40th anniversary of Blade Runner.
Ooh.
What that has to do with anything, I don't know.
Fun fact.
One last note, Rob. I found a Godfather 6-inch figure last night. And man, yeah, it's by Shark Toys. Have you seen it?
No, did you buy it?
It looks like no, not yet. It's like $130. I got to finance that thing. Like 4 months or like 6-month financing.
I love that you and I both finance action figures. What that says about us, I don't know. But what about you? What about you? Are you guys excited for Francis Ford Coppola's new epic Megalopolis that he is self-financing? What do you think of Coppola's other films? Tell us right down there in the comments section.
We want to take a minute and thank the sponsors of this video, Liquid IV. Now listen, just one stick of Liquid IV added to 16 ounces of water will hydrate you faster and more efficiently than just water alone. It contains 5 essential vitamins like B3, B5, B6, B12, and of course vitamin C with 3 times the electrolytes as traditional sports drinks. And what makes Liquid IV so effective is the science of cellular transport technology, or CTT. You see, it's designed to enhance rapid absorption of water and other key ingredients into your bloodstream faster and more efficiently. Ann and I get up pretty early in the morning to go to the gym because we can't go to the gym at any other time during the day. And for the last couple of weeks, I have been drinking 1 full glass of water with Liquid IV. And all I can tell you is you can feel the difference during the workout. So go and grab Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code CAMPEA at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you use the promo code CAMPEA, that's CAMPEA, at liquidiv.com. Experience better hydration today when you go to liquidiv.com, and remember, use the promo code at checkout, CAMPEA.